KEYC News Now to Go is sponsored by River's Edge Hospital and Clinic. People caring for people.
Moments like these make life worth living. River's Edge Hospital and Clinic is your partner in taking control of your own health. Take your steps towards a lasting tomorrow. River's Edge Hospital.
Hello and thanks for joining us for this KEYC News Now to Go update. I'm Jackson Jurek. In a few minutes, I'll be joined by First Alert meteorologist Caitlin Lohr with a look at today's forecast and beyond. We'll start with some local news. Police are investigating the death of a man in North Mankato over the weekend. 34-year-old Matthew Holbrook of Winnebago was found unconscious in Colony Court Apartments Saturday morning. Police began CPR and administered Narcan. Paramedics declared Holbrook dead on the scene. The official cause of death will be determined by the autopsy at the Ramsey County Medical Examiner's Office, but police report signs of narcotic use at the scene. The Minnesota River Valley Drug Task Force is investigating the man's death. Continuing with state news, state prosecutors are pushing back on the request to dismiss charges against former state trooper Shane Roper. Roper is charged in the crash that killed 18-year-old Olivia Flores of Owatonna last spring. The state arguing in court documents filed yesterday it has substantial evidence to bring Roper to trial for her wrongful death. An investigation revealed at the time of the crash, Roper was traveling at high speeds without his emergency lights on or sirens. The defense has said other troopers in Roper's position would have acted the same. The state called that argument, quote, absurd. A judge will need to rule on whether or not the charges will be dropped, and a future court date has yet to be set. Work will begin this Friday on Highway 22 between Mankato and St. Peter. The closure is the start of a 2-year project that will see the reconstruction of the road, adding turning and passing lanes, constructing a roundabout at Hill Street in Kasota, and reconstructing bridges, among other improvements. Traffic will be detoured to Highways 14 and 169. Construction will run until the end of 2026, but the road will temporarily reopen during the winter. The next school year will start in August for students in the Mankato area public school system. The reason? To accommodate construction in the summer of 2026 and minimize class time disruptions. The school board approved the adjusted calendar at its meeting Monday night. Classes will start for 9th graders on August 25th, 6th grade, and the rest of the high school start on August 26th, and with kindergarten through 5th grade, 7th, and 8th grade starting August 27th. The school year will end on May 18th for K through 5 and on May 20th for middle schoolers and seniors and May 21st for everyone else. This will be accomplished with shorter Thanksgiving and winter breaks and moving some school days to the end of the year. In 2023, voters approved a $105 million bond referendum for safety and security improvements, a swimming pool at Dakota Meadows, and upgrades to Mankato West High School. Transitioning gears now, and joining me at the desk is First Alert meteorologist Caitlin Lohr. Caitlin, an absolutely gorgeous week. I didn't realize we're wearing pink together on this fine Tuesday, but it's about as perfect as you could ask for the first week of April. We're actually past the first week of April.
Crazy to even say that already, isn't
gone
it?
like that.
It's absolutely, yesterday I mentioned something about approaching the middle of April, and I kind of got taken back by it. I was like, well, it's the 7th, so yeah. We're there.
Yikes.
Oh, went by so fast.
It's gone by fast. But this week is important, and today is important. You're going to let everybody know.
Yeah, as we talked about yesterday, it is Severe Weather Awareness Week, and each day we kind of tackle a new topic just to kind of bring that awareness to everybody. I know we deal with severe weather every year, but it's always a good thing to kind of have it in the beginning of severe weather in general, just our severe weather season. And today we're going to talk about severe weather in the sense of thunderstorms, hail, and lightning safety. With lightning, the biggest thing is when thunder roars, head indoors. It's a fun little rhyme, and that saying comes about because, well, lightning actually comes before the thunder. So if you are hearing thunder, There is lightning involved. You don't get one without the other. If you have one, you have the other. And just know, like I said, that lightning happens before thunder. So if you're hearing that thunder, it's too late. That thunderstorm is within a good distance to where you are, and that lightning could reach you if the charges of the atmosphere and the ground and everything lined up, which sounds like it would take a lot for that to happen, but lightning strikes the ground quite often. The ground, trees, houses, things like that, and most importantly, do not go into any water, whether it's a pool outside or an indoor pool, things like that. You do not want to be in water when there is lightning. Along with this, when you have thunder and lightning, it typically does lead to thunderstorms in general in the area, not just seeing it off in the distance. So I want to kind of break down severe thunderstorms in general. They're all severe. Once you have winds of 58 miles an hour, it is a severe thunderstorm and or hail up to an inch in diameter, which is about the size of a quarter. When one or both of these little criteria is met, you have a severe thunderstorm. But though that severe thunderstorm can continue to grow, becoming stronger. So you start to get into some different categories, meaning you go from severe to damage likely because we're looking at stronger winds and much larger hail, almost 2 inches in diameter. A severe thunderstorm then becomes considered destructive when you have 80-mile-an-hour winds or greater and hail up to almost 3 inches in size, which is about the size of a baseball. And this is also the reason why we say when thunder roars, head indoors, because you never know if or when that storm could grow to severe strength, if it's going to hit severe strength just before you or over you or after you. Get to safety because, again, a severe thunderstorm does have hail up to an inch in diameter on average. So please take that seriously when you get those alerts, because any sign of this will send an alert to your phone to get you to safety. But again, the good news is we don't have to worry about that today. We're looking at nothing but sunshine and a high of 51 degrees. We'll have some clouds move in, but again, nothing to panic about. We're looking at a low of 36 degrees by tomorrow morning. We are tracking a chance for some rain through tomorrow and Thursday, but it's going to be very light and minor. Throughout tomorrow, we're actually going to see pockets of sunshine through the afternoon hours with just some isolated shower chances in the mix. You might hear one rumble of thunder or two tomorrow with some of these isolated chances, which will be more prominent in the evening and overnight hours, but you can see they're very few and far in between, indicating those isolated chances across the area. The good news is we're not worried about severe weather with them. We will see about 1/10 of an inch or less between tomorrow and Thursday. So again, that just coincides with we're not looking at a lot of rain coming our way. It is associated with a warm front with Jackson. That means 60s and 70s on the way for the weekend.
And sunscreen. That's
sunscreen.
The other thing. We're going to make fun of me all week long, but I'm going to make fun of myself first.
You know, I'm pretty sure I heard Stacy leaving the studio yesterday laughing out loud when she found out that in her words, he did it again?
Yep, I did it again. Last year was in Florida. A little bit different. This year, not in Florida. This year was just out on the woods, actually.
Hey, at least you're getting outside.
Yeah.
People should take that as a sign and follow us. You know, get outside, enjoy the wonderful weather with sunscreen.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to do that again this weekend. Cooper will be in town too, so wonderful. Thank you very much, Caitlin. Appreciate it. We're going to transition into some sports. The Minnesota State baseball team continues to be on a tear this season after the team picked up a win in the series finale over Minot State yesterday. With the victory, the Mavericks are now 25-2 on the season with only one loss in conference play. The team is on an 8-game winning streak. Let's take a look at some of these impressive numbers. Offensively for the Mavericks, MSU is hitting .339 as a team. Zach Stroh leading the way with a .412 batting average, but Ike Mazinga isn't too far behind with an average of .396. He's the team leader in RBIs with 44 and home runs with 12. On the hill, a couple of pitchers stand out. Nathan Cully and Lou Moggers have each have an earned run average under 3. Team ERA sits at 3.8. Up next for the Mavericks, a couple of road matchups at Winona State before the team comes home to play Bemidji State this weekend. Minnesota State softball in the middle of a strong season as well. The team is 30-12 so far on the year and holds the top spot in the conference with a 14-2 record. Winona State is currently second. Should be a fun doubleheader on Wednesday as the team battles the Warriors to try and extend that lead for first place. Mavericks always seem to feature a strong pitching staff, and that's the case once again. Brienne Stone leads the way with an earned run average of 1.37. Well, Sailor Hall and Maddie Otzman have ERAs of 1.75. The Mavericks return home this Saturday for a doubleheader against Minnesota Duluth. Gustavia's baseball star Chris Knowles is the MIAC Player of the Week after helping the Gusties go 3-0 this past week. Knowles batted .429 with 3 home runs, a double, and 4 runs batted in. He's hitting .357 on the year, and the Gusties are 19-4 overall on the season with a perfect 5-0 record in the MIAC this year. Gustavus is back in action Wednesday for a doubleheader against Bethel. Plenty of good weather coming up, especially for baseball. Caitlin, it's going to be a great week to get outside. You mentioned it earlier. Going to be an even better weekend to soak up some rays and fix those tan lines if you have them. I'm going to try. Thank you very much, Caitlin. Thanks for watching this KYC News Now to Go update. Stay with KYC News Now for the latest local news, weather, and sports on our website.
And download the free KEYC News and the weather app for the latest headlines and forecast.